Hi, I'm ANGUY1, and I'm here to tell you about my experience working in a non-profit organisation in Jakarta, Indonesia. But first, let me tell you a little bit about myself. After completing a Bachelor of Science in 2013, I lived and worked overseas. During this period, I spent majority of my time outdoors, working at ski hills and running wilderness trips for youths. It was these experiences that opened my eyes to the importance of sustainability and pushed me to change career directions and were taking my current study, a Master of International and Sustainable Tourism Management. This summer, I was lucky enough to be offered an intern position at Kahati, a non-profit organisation that has the unique ability to grant funds to various organisations and sectors, such as research and education, as well as grassroots NGOs, to encourage biodiversity conservation. My work at Kahati focused within a project called TFCA Kalimantan and was aimed to improve the livelihoods of a small community in East Kalimantan by increasing economic development through ecotourism while still maintaining cultural and environmental integrity. My extensive tourism and environmental conservation background gave me the skill set to critically evaluate the current tourism strategies of the community. However, I was only able to explore the strengths and limitations of the region and recommend opportunities for growth with the help of research-based evidence and strategies. An initial analysis of the destination focused around secondary research, with an evaluation of the destination's local committee website and industrial reports on Kalimantan and the specific location. Next, travel and social media sites were examined to develop a greater understanding of the region and interpretation of visitor experience. Industry reports and academic articles that gave insight to relevant sectors such as ecotourism, cultural tourism, and culinary tourism were investigated to gain a deeper knowledge of the tourism sectors in which the site operates. And finally, primary research was obtained by working directly with Kahati staff, who have extensive knowledge on the region and programs, enabling a greater understanding of the current tourism situation. From the very start, I was faced with a multitude of challenges in relation to data collection and assessment. The first challenge I came across was the difficulty of finding relevant, reputable sources in English. From industry reports I could find, many required translation from Indonesian to English. This was not only time-consuming, but also led to a higher chance of misinterpretation, something I had not yet come across in my previous studies. I was fortunate enough to have access to many scientific journals due to the university. However, it became abundantly clear that many of the articles I utilised would not have been accessible if it were not for Monash University's extensive library. This revelation opened my eyes to the costly challenges that many managers and organisations must face. Finally, the most prevalent challenge I faced was the lack of data available. Due to the remoteness of the location I was looking at and the relaxed approach they had to tourism, there was little to no relevant data being recorded. Statistics and data for visitor number and spend, seasonality, and available products were non-existent. This resulted in the valuation of the site to be less extensive than intended. What surprised me the most was that this lack of data was also prevalent on a larger scale. The only visitor data and forecasts easily accessible for Indonesia were from outside sources such as the UNTWO and were often directed at Asia opposed to Indonesia directly. In Australia, we are lucky enough to have an array of data and statistics sources such as TRA and Australian Bureau of Statistics that it was a shock when I could not easily find similar websites for Indonesia. This experience really reinforced for me the importance of data collection and publication. Thank you for listening. I hope my experience has given you a little bit more insight into the importance of evidence and data.